Hey guys, it's Cass. Welcome to the channel. Normally, I'd start my vlogs on like a Tuesday or something, but I have some errands to run today, so I figured I'd start recording a day early. So first, I have to return this library book. I got maybe 2 chapters in and have not read anything past that. And I've had it for a month, and I just didn't like it. The return date, I think, is in a day or 2, so I'm just gonna return it today. Alright, book is returned, and I am on my last bottle of testosterone gel. So I need to go to my CVS to pick up a new prescription. Kind of worried about it, because I don't know if my prescription will still be there. The last few times I picked up gel, they've given me like 4 bottles at a time. I go through 2 in like 2 months. The last like 2 times I picked up testosterone, they've given me 4 bottles. And before that, I already had 4 more bottles. So I have had 8 fucking bottles of testosterone gel that obviously have lasted me a hot fucking minute. So I haven't needed to pick up more. But since I'm on my last bottle, I do actually need to go pick up more. So I'm hoping that they still have some like on standby, like behind the counter. So I'm gonna go ask, and if they don't, then I might have to call Planned Parenthood to tell them to like ring in a new prescription. But other than that, I should be fine. So, all right, so since I haven't picked up my testosterone in a good few fucking months, it's not on the shelf anymore. I know that I was supposed to get my hemoglobin blood levels checked, and I didn't. So I'm gonna stop by a LabCorp to get my hemoglobin checked and then sent off to Planned Parenthood, and then they should renew my subscription. The LabCorp that I would usually go to that's closest to me is closed today for some reason, and the next closest LabCorp that I could find was in a hospital, so I didn't go there. So I think the only thing that I can do is wait another few days. I might try again next Monday or something. Try to figure something out. I'm home now. I debated taking some clothes from my closet and bringing them to Goodwill, but I'm tired of driving. So I'm gonna make some food, get some lunch, and just hang out for the rest of the day. And then go to work for the rest of the week. Alright, so it is currently 11:10 in the morning. My shift starts at 12. Shane just left for class, and I just got out of the shower. I thought that I'd wake up early enough to get all my shit together, because the bag that I took to my parents for the overnight trip last weekend, like a few days ago, is the same bag that I bring to work. And I have not put any of my work stuff back in that bag. So I have to do that. And like, I'm not really in a rush, because it's been so cold that I've been driving to work every day, and it's literally a 3-minute drive, if that. So I'll be fine. As long as I've been on testosterone, which is almost 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. I'm never gonna get over the fact that it smells like hand sanitizer. Like the gel specifically, shit smells like hand sanitizer. Alright, so now, to fix this fucking mop on my head. So I had already taken off this coming weekend. So this Saturday and Sunday, I'd already taken it off as of like last week. So me going home to see my parents Friday was obviously a very last minute, not at all in the plans kind of scenario. But I knew that my dad had just gotten out of surgery, like I said in my previous video. So I had made plans to go down for the weekend anyway, to go spend time with him. And now that I actually have the time and I'm not worried about anything, I think I'm gonna stay from like Saturday afternoon up until Monday afternoon, because I still need to go to a LabCorp, and I know there's one in Sanford that is open on Mondays. So I acknowledge that I have not recorded in 2 days. This week has been so difficult for me. I am overly stressed. My anxiety is so high to the point where I feel physically sick. Nothing is going the way that I want it to. And as much as I want the outcome to be what I want it to be, I acknowledge that it probably will not be what I want. And if, in fact, it isn't, I have no choice but to be okay with it. If it goes the route that I don't want it to, I'm not gonna be okay with it, but I have no choice but to respect it. And that's the least that I can do. I know I don't really convey or put out my emotions raw, especially while making content and on my channel. But because it is affecting me and my mental state, it's gonna be time of acceptance. But Shane and I are going through it, to put it simply. And after more arguing than not for the past few months, we're both just frustrated and tired. I know that I don't want to give up. And I know that I am willing to try anything to save us. And I think he's reached a point where he just isn't anymore. Yesterday was our 2.5-year anniversary. And in the midst of everything, we both forgot. August 1st is supposed to be our 3 years. And I'm scared that we won't make it. I would give anything to not be in the position that I'm in. The things that I want to tell myself in order to make myself feel better are things that are probably not true. But I think me telling them to myself and not knowing if it's true or not is better than hearing it from him and it be true. Because if it's true, I think I'd rather not know. I don't want him to feel like he's strapped with no choice but to stay, because I've been in that position where I stayed because someone loved me more than I loved them, and all it did was destroy me. It made me hate myself. It made me resent my partner, and it ended bad. So I'm not gonna do that to him, because that's not what he deserves. To be honest, part of me feels like an idiot for using my channel to vent. But in reality, that's what I made my channel for. I made it for venting, and I made it for an escape. I think in my very first video, as like an introduction to my channel, I stated that this channel is to show my growth in whatever it is. We haven't talked yet. He has class until 5. It's only 1 o'clock. I sent him a text earlier saying that in the midst of everything, we forgot that yesterday was our 2.5 years. But I let him know that I appreciate the time that we've spent together. And I cannot express how grateful I am for the experience of our relationship, our adventure, and our time together will always have a place in my heart. So will he, just as a whole, just as a person. Whatever decision he makes, it will be his decision. I'm not gonna fight as much as I want to. I'm not gonna try to change his mind. I know I can't make up his mind for him, and I don't want to. I know what I want, and I know he knows what I want. And I said, if what I want is not what you want, that's okay. I'm waiting on your call. And whatever it is, I will respect it. Because it's the least I can do. I can be angry, I can be frustrated, I can be sad, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful. This hurts so bad. God, this fucking hurts. I'm not really one for big life updates. Like, I'll say that something has happened, but I don't really go into detail. But since we've been living together, even if he's not in the video in person, I talk about him, I mention him, I state our plans together, and I think this vlog will be the last time that I do that. I'm not angry at him. I'm not frustrated at him. We're both more or less at fault. He blames himself, I blame myself. I'm frustrated only at myself, and I know that he's frustrated at both parties. And he has a right to be. I'm not gonna claim that he doesn't, because I'd be lying. He has every right to be frustrated. He has every right to want to walk away. He has that right, and it's his call in the end. Regardless of what happens, Saturday morning, I'm driving back to town to stay with my parents for the weekend. So whatever happens tonight, anything good or bad, whether we part ways or we don't, I'll have the support that I need. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna do my laundry. I'm gonna take a shower. Gonna try and eat something. And then it's just a waiting game until he comes home. I used to tell him all the time that my biggest fear was him waking up one morning and realizing that I wasn't what he wanted anymore. And despite my best efforts, I think that's coming true. It is currently 1:57 in the morning, and as of yesterday, Shane and I are no longer together. At first, I told him that if we broke up, I will not be able to stay friends with you because I will never not see you as someone that I love. You're never gonna be just a friend to me. You will always be something more. But now, I want to be his friend just so he's in my life still. We're both being civil about it, which is good. And I'm glad that we're both taking that adult route to be civil and to be mature about it. But that doesn't make it any less fucking painful. An hour after the breakup, I packed a bag and I'm at my parents' right now. I'm in my own childhood bedroom. It wasn't a mutual breakup, but it needed to happen. And we were both adults and mature about it. And we stayed calm. Other than the crying, we didn't fight, we didn't argue. We just accepted and came to terms with it. So we're still talking. I called him tonight when I got home because I can't sleep without saying goodnight to him or hearing his voice. It just makes it so much easier to feel safe. And after June, I won't have that comfort anymore. I'm never gonna not love him. I don't think that's something that's possible for me. When I was talking to my mom, when I came home, she asked what had happened, and all I could say was, I just lost my best friend. And nothing I say or do can change that decision. And I do respect his decision. I'm going to respect it. As much as I don't want to, it's gonna be hard as fuck. He knows I love him. And I know that he loves me. I am just not someone that he needs to love right now, as much as I would like to be.